20 minutes spent in the wind bushes. There's pins and needles all over me. Morning, back out again, Saturday morning, up on Mourne. Today we're at Rostrevor. We're doing the Knockshee circular. We have a couple of boys that come along with us, got in contact with us on Instagram and YouTube, Paul and Joe, so just waited about for about 10 minutes there for Neil. It's 8:15. Sun will be up in about half an hour, and today I think we're going to get some clear views, probably for the first time this side since 2024, so I'll catch them up and then we'll get going. Tight first mile there, definitely straight into the hill climbing there from the car park, just zigzagging up. First port of call, I don't even know if I said where we're going really. There's 4 peaks today: Slieve Martin, Slievemeen, Knockshee and Slievemeen. We're going to follow the old trails, but like I said, it's just a circular, so you have to go off the trail to find the summit, so something different today for us. Got a couple of nice wee views down in the Rostrevor there, and above seems clear enough, so can't complain. Good start.
Check them up, but I think we're fairly good.
Slieve Martin, that's summit number 1 done. 46 minutes, not too bad. There, 1.3 miles from the car park, up through the forest. Good pull. Down in the Warm Point, and you've got the sea truck coming in. 485 metres, that one. Good to take the box off early doors. I'll catch up with these ones. I think Slievemeen's next. Summit number 2, Slievemeen, 471 metres. We've just got across from Slieve Martin, which is, let me see, get a good view here. It's just there. 10-minute walk, not too bad. I actually thought, my fault there, Slievemeen was higher than Slieve Martin, but falls about 14 metres short. I think this wee point is Knockshee, so we'll probably tick off Slievemeen and then Knockshee and then drop down in. But we're in the distance. Slievemeen, Mourne there. Done that a few weeks ago. Let's see, didn't get any views at all, but this morning, buzzing. We've got some great views down in the Carlingford, and like I say, Warm Point where the sea truck is, and way in the distance, I'm pretty sure that's Slievemeen just poking through. So great morning so far. Good bit of talking with Joe and Paul, sharing a wee bit of knowledge sort of stuff. But I'll kick on. That one was, that's only an hour and 7 minutes, not too bad. Couple of family friendly sort of walk. Coming on the 2 mile. But we're not out to break any records like I always say, so I'll leave you with this view at the moment. Down in the Sliev Foy, Carlingford. Just touch on today's loop walk, going by the old trails. It's coming in at close to 9 mile, but like I said earlier on, you have to sort of go off the trails to get to the peaks. That's number 2 done by the way. I think it said hard, a hard hike, but at the moment it's pretty doable. The reason for that really is Stephen and myself and Neil and we Joe and all probably, but trying to tick off a couple of longer challenges in the mornings. So obviously getting the miles in the legs, couple ups and downs. So this route's probably good enough for it, but past few weeks there's been absolutely no views. We're in the clag. I was at one stage last week going to start calling the channel the clag chasers, but today I'm over the Mourne. We're getting some clear views, clear skies, blue skies. Nothing much over there at the moment, but that's where we're heading to. I sort of like to put out a weekly video every Friday evening of where we've been. And I've done a gear review of the OEX stuff. That was the first one. I got a couple of good comments underneath that there. Thanks very much if you've commented. I left a message, support. It's always much appreciated. So it is. And of course to any new subscribers, I think I've got about 50 over the past couple of weeks, which I find YouTube at the moment, it's hard to build that subscribers up, but welcome to the channel. And hopefully there'll be more or less good views to come in the summer, well, spring, summer months. Doing a bit of gabbling now. Came off trail, but not that far. We're just going to drop down it again. Well, glad we did come off trail because definitely getting great views. Going in distance, we came to the conclusion that is Slieve Martin. This sort of mound here, mountain. Let me see. Here is Sliev. Done a video there. I'm not too sure if this one will be out. Sorry, I'm not too sure if this one will be out before Sliev or after, but done it last week. That was the clag chasers day. Over in Knockshee, and there's the predicted wind that's coming. Didn't bring the drone today because it's giving out, I think it was 40-mile-an-hour winds up here, but it hasn't came to much yet, so fingers crossed we'll get all the peaks done and then we'll start dropping back down again into the forests. But like I say, I'm glad we came back up here in the clouds. Slieve Martin. Sort of disappointed the clouds are there because you would have got a cracking view this side of Meain, but it is what it is when you're up in the Mournes. Three miles in, just a wee mile check. an hour and 44. Just cutting across some moorland there. Does say on all trails there's not much to see really, you know, peaks or anything. Way out in the distance, well not way out in the distance, Knockshee. I'll give you the meters when I get over here, the height wise. I'm trying to look for this Sliev fada, but unfortunately can't really see it at the moment. There's no cairn or anything or trig point to look for. We'll hit Knockshee and then hopefully do it coming back. Perhaps we haven't even got there yet, I'm not too sure. Oh, good grief. Down. Always look where you're going, by the way. And we'll make it on over to Slievemeen. It's clearing up rightly. Nice views this morning, definitely. If this sort of grey cloud would move away, which it might do soon enough, we'll get good sunlight.
Did you ever go up through the Poison Glen up that way? No. It looks class, but apparently it's not even as well packed out as this. Apparently it's quite rough. But it looks class, like. And it's through the Poison.
Lovely morning so far. So, Knockshee's way over there. That'll be the third summit. I think we're going to give Slieve fada a miss because definitely can't find it. You get the Knockshee, I think we're just going to drop down into the forests, down into here. Let me see, hand's going to be a bit cold. Down into here, and then I think it's a pull up again, back to the car park. But we're probably just, oh, let me see, just coming up the halfway point. Obviously Knockshee will be the halfway point and you just come back on ourselves. But that would have been a cracking morning for Sliev Foy. I'm calling for it, but we're getting a lovely morning here in Rostrevor, ticking off some boxes.
Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down.
Alright. Well, the last time we done that on camera,
That was Phillips, the boy that was with me that night. That was his first camp. So it was.
That's right, we.
Knockshee, 346 metres, summit number 3 out of the 4. Now, Paul there, he's brought a map with him. Happy days, always needed maps, so would they. Way in the distance where we came from, that big aerial, I think we've came to the conclusion that was Slieve fada. So, I'll maybe put a little caption underneath when we were up there. So if you're watching this now, there should have been a caption maybe about 5 minutes ago, a couple of minutes ago in fact. Down in the Cronfield and Kilkeel sort of direction. Carlingford that was touched on. And Rostrevor. Lovely morning. Should have brought the drone. Sometimes 9 times out of 10 I normally do bring the drones. I'm sort of kicking myself. Even if it is given high winds, I just bring it just in case, but it was given high winds and there's not even an hour up here. I had lunch there. I was just saying to the lads there, I think that's the 96th video on my YouTube channel, and I've never mentioned Catherine, my wife, so she made me pepper chicken and it was lovely. Thanks very much. Hopefully you'll start doing that every weekend.
Oh, look at that.
The bun reviews are back. Neely's wife Heller, his friend from work Denise, baked these Rice Krispie buns last night. Don't think there's any better setting at the moment. Wee bit of sunshine, it's good today. It's lovely. Rice Krispie buns on the top of Knockshee, looking over Carlingford Lock, sun behind me, talking with my mouth full. Fully apologise for that. We'll go back up here, wrap it up, and then head back onto the trail and finish this off. See you soon. Definitely like that wee Knockshee there. Sometimes it's the smaller peaks up here. A pack a punch, the likes of Hen Mountain, Doan, even Knockshee, great views. We're just going to start the drop now. I'll rejoin the trail and I'll bring us round. Just over 4 miles I think so far. And no great surprise, the rain's on the way.
But I seen on the map, I couldn't see it physically, but I seen it on the map.
That's not the end of the climbing done yet, stay with it, just because we've came down off the last summit. We've came basically, I'm not saying sea level, but it's close enough to sea level. We have to get back up to the car park now, which is about 400 metres I think maybe. So we're just going to follow this loop up the forest, and then I think we're going to change the route maybe and go to the Clockmonner stone. It's the big stone at Kilbroney, so we'll kick on.
Wow. Maybe they just don't see it.
Wouldn't be a sorry morning without a few wrong turns.
No, I'm alright. But I know when I sleep at night, I hear all these voices.
Gotta make the most of the sunshine after the last few hikes and weeks out. Oh, it's just over 5 miles in, and like I said back there, we're going to head to the forest direction and take it from there. Just a quick water stop there again and a check on the old trails. Fantastic morning, lovely morning. Ooh.
Oh! I heard a couple of people walking in there, then sort of into the tracks like. Yeah, that's wasted about now.
Ah, 20 minutes spent in the wind bushes. There's pins and needles all over me, but we've found this trail again, which will take us to the forest hopefully. But we've wasted about 20 minutes, half an hour there, but all good crack. Keep going.
Well, pleasant isn't what I would use to describe it.
Bit of a wall here, the top of the forest. I think that's the plan of attack. Head it, cut into the forest, and then back up to the stone, which is actually quite close. If we're going to do this route to the stone instead of finishing off the full loop, it's quicker to go down by the stone. But it's always nice to see the stone. And then if you know Rostrevor, there's a Kodak corner at the top up here somewhere, and it gives great views, so hopefully we'll be able to find it. I'm still picking needles out of myself here off them wind bushes.
As long as it's just a stream and not a river. I can ride it.
That's the Knockshee there. In here is where we sort of got lost in the wind bushes, but then if we followed that wall we should have been fine, but sure. All the day's crack. We'll keep going.
So we're either, I take it where this is Edmund, which is the corner.
Not too sure the GoPro does this one justice. In the middle is Slievemeen. I think it was 400 and something, 420 metres maybe or something. Obviously not a big peak in the Mournes, but the sheer size, like volley down in there on the river. Mighty scenes. The lads are right on. I'll catch them up. We're a bit out of breath here. Here it's the forest, which if you follow through the forest it'll eventually follow back round to the carport, but like I've said about 5 times already, we'll go back up, drop down to the stone, have a wander around. We're in no big rush home today or anything, so, and we're making the most of a good way. So still a good hour and a half probably out. Can't complain.
Every step of that keeps you younger.
That's all the climbing done, finally. Happy days. This is sort of shots we've came for today. Absolutely. Cracking views up here now. The top of Kilbroney Forest, Rostrevor Forest maybe. But lovely wee boat down the distance. Well, unfortunately there seem to be rain clouds coming in, so I'm trying to keep this one rain free, clag free, cloud free. Next point, it's just there. I'm not too sure even if I can point it. It's the Clockmana stone, commonly known as the big stone, and then it's only 10 minutes after that to the car. So great morning so far, but I'll always leave it to the end of the car, to the car park. Do a couple of walking shots down, out over the loch. Way in the distance, sea truck, I think I've already said that. But we'll finish up here and then hit the trails. Big stone. Right at the top of Rostrevor Forest. The lads are moving on. Just down to the car now. 5 minutes hopefully from here. The legs will walk clean off me, but I'll give you the miles and all down to the car. That's what the last sort of views of the day. Well, if we can get any views, we're just into the forest. Whew. That's us back at the car park, you see. 8.3 mile. 5 hours 51 minutes, not bad. Great going. I'll stop that now. Great morning out. Credit to the Sherpa there, he picked another great route. Obviously you've seen Paul and Joe out there as well. Good to meet them. Probably do a couple more with them, you know, good lads. Good bit of crack, good bit of banter when we were getting lost in around the wind bushes there. So hopefully we'll be out a couple of times more. Whew. I'm just out of breath here. as always. Just try and get that stopped. But Rostrevor Park, great loop, great views. Ticked off about 4 or 5 tops. Seen the big stone, and great views from the corner there. So I'll leave it here, and like I always say, I'll see you out next week.